All right, so what we are going to do now is take that skill that we have learned and practiced with our gesture drawings and apply it to help us sketch in the basic shapes of some animals. The hardest part to starting drawings like these is just figuring out how and where to start. So that gesture drawing skill that we picked up is going to help us by letting us jump right into sketching these animals. Right now, we are not concentrating on details. We're just focused on basic shapes, lines, and proportions. We're trying to get a rough outline and fill the page so that we can refine on it and build on it later. Starting with this gorilla, just trying to block in where his head's gonna be and how that positions compared to the rest of its body. You can see I'm not really focused on any sort of detail. I'm more just trying to get a basic idea of how it's gonna fill the page. And try and do this, try to use a decent portion of the page. Don't be drawing drawings that are like this big. Try and use like a third of the page, or at least a quarter of the page. Let me just give a sort of indication where its face might be so that I can figure that out later. And this is all we're doing right now. That's good enough for what we're doing right now. This giraffe, this is a little trickier. We're gonna have to sort of imitate its skeleton. I'm gonna erase that later. I'm just trying to get its proportions right, get its shapes right. Some lines for the legs. Don't need to really do more than that right now. And again, for now, that's good enough. Because we're just trying to get in the basic shape of the animal. Bird. The bird's gonna be a lot different than the other two animals when we start refining these drawings, because the texture of its feathers is gonna look a lot different than fur. Oh, this is actually a pretty bad bird. And again, just some lines to sort of show me where its legs are gonna be, and I can come back later and give those more detail.